Hi, this is Jolie Gabrielle. Thank you so much again for joining me on my journey with consistency, my challenge. I am on day 15 and it has been definitely an interesting journey, and I would like to give you some updates on 15 days in and what's been going on. I have been in maintenance of my nutrition as well as going to the gym. I've upped the ante, so I am going and doing my own thing by myself when I just used to go to training. So I've kind of upped that. Also, I'm getting into the editing of these videos. And although I am just talking to you straight through without editing too much, I don't edit at all really. And I need to, so maybe that's something we can add. But as you can see, my intros are changing and growing, so I'm learning a little bit more about my online journey, as well as I can do hard things, and it's easier for us to be easy on myself, or it's easy for us to be easy on ourselves, or me to be easier on myself, because in the past, all that hardcore energy was a frequency and a vibration that was really oppressive. And the things that are tools of enlightenment became things that I began to fear, or I began to look upon with condescension, when those things were the very things that brought me out of darkness. So today I want to touch on jealousy and my experience and journey with it, because it actually is a beautiful teacher, but it's not something that needs to be around for too long. But oftentimes we get caught up in that wheel because of the way society has positioned us against each other in many ways. We start out, needing to walk. So-and-so walked when they were 8 months, 9 months. This one didn't walk till they were 12 months. I mean, it just starts. This would put their finger in the socket. Oh, I never had that problem with mine. Mine never put the finger in this. I mean, it just gets real brutal out here in these streets of humanity. So you imagine year after year after year after year of you having to compete with others. It gets real funky when you start looking at yourself, because there's always going to be someone prettier, someone smarter, someone taller, someone, with bigger whatever, bank account, booty, it doesn't matter. But the Spirit has given us all equally something that is important. And so let's think about what jealousy is. At the end of the day, jealousy is when we feel bad about somebody having or doing something to the point our energy is affected towards them and ourselves. And it gets dicey, and that other person gets very uncomfortable, starts feeling unsafe because they can feel that energy. And so let's get to story time. Today I went to the gym, like I said, and I was working out, and this lady was in there, and she was absolutely amazing. Her muscles were popping. She was just fit. But not only that, she was glowing. And the Spirit was like, Jolie, look at that. Look at that's diet. That is straight up diet. And this is why you need to change your diet, because look at the glow. And it wasn't about her or what she was up to or doing. That's none of my business. I was actually inspired by her because I have a matching picture of wanting to be healthy and wanting to be a loving example and a channel of light and blessings. Having somebody's blowing a whistle and it's like freaking me out. Anyway, because I want to be a channel of light and blessings, I saw the positive in an inspirational way. But if this had been me maybe 10 years ago, I would have been very jealous. It would have sent me like, I don't need to go to the gym. There's no way I'm ever going to look. I would have had these tapes in my mind that would have put me in a position of insecurity, lack of confidence, and would have blocked me from being consistent. So through working with my chakras, I was able to let go of that energy and say, look, I see the beauty in her because I'm beautiful. So I want to celebrate that beauty in her. I want to celebrate those muscles she got because I'm building my muscles. So it becomes a spiritual and a soul thing instead of me looking at Sally as being a competition. She's not. She's my inspiration. You know, because I'm recognizing things in her that I want and can work for. It was obvious. Her diet is top notch. And I was like, okay, let's go. Let's get our diet in order, you know, whereas in the past, that might have shut me down. So where does this unsafety or this jealousy lie? It's a personal power thing. Because I notice that when I'm in the gym and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, spiritually, meditating, eating right, I have no issues with anybody. I'm so excited to see people, you know, doing their thing. It's when I am not doing the things that I know that deep in my heart will help me reach my goals. When I fail to do those things, that's when the jealousy rears its ugly head. So for those of you that may have the stink face on because some other girl's over there and she's got it going on, I really encourage you to see that as inspiration. If you see something there, you spot it, you got it. So build and work to cultivate your own, because that's what I'm doing. And that's why I can celebrate her and I can smile at her and I can leave her be. I can be over here with my headphones on, doing my deadlifts, my calf raises in my own bubble, smiling and being joyful, and let her do her thing without any type of bad ripples or energy because she's on her grind, right? It's like, that's kind of how I would like to present today's meditation. Did you like that? I had to really think about that one. I want to make sure that we let go of some of this jealousy and really let people live. We have every, I think my kids are on the horn. We have every right to live the lives the way we want to live, but we have to be brave. And let me let you know that jealousy is something that has been given to you. It isn't yours. And if you see somebody that has something that you want or covet or whatever, envy, jealousy, kind of interchangeable to some degree, that just means that you are not working to get that. And you know that you can. That's all that it is. So please be aware of that and work on that. Write about it. One other gem about the prefrontal cortex, I might have put this in another video, is that the same place that helps you get in the zone is the same place that holds all those negative thoughts and feelings. We talked about the prefrontal cortex and its minion. You can see mine just was like overloaded and like it probably shorted out at some point, which is okay. You know, what a lesson, what a lesson. We take it all because more good than bad, right? So with the prefrontal cortex, we want to make sure that we remove some of this energy of the overwhelm and the, I guess you could call it the pressure that we put on ourselves, and so that we can get in the heart and we can really start to show love out there. So the last video I made was cut short, and it was not due to any bad energy. It was just straight up facts of my phone saying, hey, you got too much stuff in here, you need to delete some or else you can't make any more videos. So it is what it is, okay? So I know I was gonna say something else about the prefrontal cortex, but me and my sidebars are a real thing. So we're gonna just go into meditation, and when I think about it, I will do the work. So we put our feet flat on the floor and our palms face up on our thighs. We ground our energy into Mother Earth. We pull our aura in, call our higher self to be at a comfortable distance above our crown, as we then breathe with the rhythm of our bodies. We turn all of the cells of our body as we sit in the center of our chest. We turn it all heart-shaped. All the cells and the atoms. Get in that nucleus, the chromosomes, any sequence of jealousy, any ancestral energy that maybe, like I said, it's not ours, any genetic energy of jealousy. We ask that this DNA sequence be resolved and dissolved on a history level, cancel, full delete, soul core genetics into creator's light, replaced with unconditional love for others and self and unconditional forgiveness. So whatever the potentiality is, we're in 4D, right? The mind, the thought form. We're creating a new thought form here, a new DNA coding. It is commanded. Boom. Bring in the gold light, solidify that, let it replicate and move out into the cells of your body. And that prefrontal cortex, what's going on here? Why are we fearing? Why are we being jealous? Why is it's taking away our power? So now, we're going to open our feet like the lens of a camera. I keep remembering, I'm going through this process. My crown as well, like I would the lens of a camera. And I'm calling in 15% earth energy of a color that resonates with me, 85% cosmic gold life force energy, coming into my crown, mixing in at my root chakra, and then filling me up like water fills up a cup. So mine is red, movement, orange, creativity, joy, pleasure. I need to experience more pleasure. Your girl doesn't know how to have fun, what's fun to me is like staying home. Boo. We need to get out and get amongst people and dance and spread love and spread joy. Like, so you sitting at home is contributing to the problem. So let's move out any of this slothy energy, any of this energy of exhaustion. Let's just move it down our grounding cord as this fills us up. And let's golden sun above our head, open our brow, roses outside our aura. Roses outside my aura as I clean out the center of my head. In a tape I mentioned about, or in one of my videos in the past, I mentioned about chef, clean out your chef, clean out your nanny. And I was like, I heard, I hear you guys. I hear, even if it's just one person. I hear like, girl, what are you talking about? That's where I'm going, baby. That's where I'm going. Come with me. Come with me. So let's clean out any doubt, any fear of just, being able to live a life. I want that for you too. I want you to want that for yourself, whatever that may look like. But it's time for abundance. It's time for the right people to be in charge of financial prosperity, to be at the helm of that, to be able to give back and restructure things, and let's remove and resolve the patterns and the pictures out there in ourselves that dictate that people don't know what they're doing, and the same people who, if we were to give everybody $1 million, the same people would be rich. You know what? Get that out of there. And let's give the knowledge, let's put that out in the ether, the financial knowledge, the wisdom. Let's wake up ourselves and others to really be interested in creating wealth amongst those that know what to do in the highest and best way. God-focused, God-centered, collaborative, helpful, useful, and not anything that has to do with politics. Move that out the door. And let's just bring in pure divine financial prosperity, pure divine financial distribution, financial knowledge and wisdom spread amongst humanity. Everyone who wants it, say yes to the Creator, opening you up to removing the fear from any type of financial situation, debt, bills, fear of success, fear of failure. Let's move that energy out. On an ancestral level, genetic level, move it out. Okay, let's get to that jealousy. What are you jealous of? At the end of the day, it's really yourself. That's it, that's all. It's yourself. It's yourself. Speak your truth. Ask for what you want. Move with love, always with love. But move out any jealousy, any type of low self-esteem, any type of self-loathing. Move it out. The Creator made you the way that He made you. Play the hand you've been dealt, and let's bring in that gold light And let's vibrate at a frequency of self-love, right? So as that 15% earth and that 85% cosmic gold moves throughout the body, cleaning out our chakras, our grounding cord, blanketing us with those golden rose-shaped scrubbing bubbles, cleaning off anybody else's energy, any dis-ease and illness. Everything is heart-shaped, bringing love into all of our cells and our systems of our bodies, bringing joy and laughter, high vibrations, everything we can learn from in the highest and best way. We ask for that, highest and best, highest and best. Bring that in, let go of the struggle. And we want to know how, the formula, right? To resonate, high frequency, to be at the helm of energy. One of the ways to do that is to ground your energy, pull your aura in, call your higher self above you. Whatever difficulty you're having in the moment, or somebody is explaining to you something that's difficult, breathe. Turn them into Charlie Brown's teacher for a minute while you get your soul architecture in order. Get in that prefrontal cortex and say to it, hey, get your thoughts in order so I can communicate with lucidity. Drop down in that throat and say, hey, it is commanded that you speak that truth, move into that heart, and then speak from a place of love. And these are the ways in which you stay present and in your body and utilize your tools to move your life forward. But oftentimes we're out of control. We don't know how. And there were so many times I didn't know. And so now I go into my heart and I bring in forgiveness. And I say to myself, Jolie, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. You didn't know. Let go of the jealousy and the fear. You are worthy. Golden sun above the head, filled with forgiveness and worthiness. The crown should be open. The higher self should be above us. The golden sun should be above the higher self. The creator fills it up, divine creator of all that is, all light, all positive energy. As we bring that golden sun down through the higher self, it's in that cascading of gold light as it comes down through the crown, filling up the cranium, the brain, the folds, the synapses, the neurons are all in support of us having so much self-love that we do not concern ourselves with the blessings of others because we're too busy cultivating them for ourselves so that we can share with our neighbor and our family and they can share with us. And there's no need for that jealousy and envy. It's all love, it's all hugs, because it is a infinite movement of positive energy and of loving each other. So send that energy out. Open your heart chakra and see that infinity sign moving out of your heart back in as that love, those loving emojis. But it's here if somebody wants it, but it doesn't have to go outside your aura layer, right? And that love is for you first. So you just, somebody rubbing up against that love and they're negative, sorry, buddy, you're going to bounce right off. You better get on. It's like a spring. This infinity is like a spring, and only thing that it can bring in and soften up for is more love, whatever it recognizes as its own, right? We're about to wrap this up. So that jealousy, just one last thing, we're going to put a golden sun above our head filled with self-love. And then we're going to turn all of the jealousy, residual jealousy that may be in our body as we're running that 15% earth energy and that 85% cosmic gold, we're going to turn all that jealousy bright red. For me, a lot of it's around the solar plexus, up into the chest and the heart, kind of in the throat, in the arm, in the hands, the front of the thighs, and the knees, and down in the shins and the front of the feet. So we're going to flush all of that down, just like we would a toilet. I'm going to watch this visualization of this red energy as the gold light, Mother Earth energy mixed in with the cosmic gold life force is just chasing it all the way down. Like, yes, you will leave here. You got to go. Bye. Down through the lithosphere, through the asthenosphere, into the core of Mother Earth. It sizzles, turning into positive creative life force energy for anyone to use in the gold light right on top of it, just in case. And we give that excess to Mother Earth and we say, thank you so much. Have so much gratitude. You know, as we fill up with that golden sun, all those spaces and places where we remove the jealousy from our lives. And we pop out any of those excess pictures. What are those experiences, trauma, memories we're holding about? That bee, she took my boyfriend. You know what? Let her have him. Get that picture out of you. Get that program out of you being cuckolded or whatever, you know, like cheated on. That's a pattern. Where does it lie in you? Reprogram your and say, you know what? Whatever is going on in here, whatever's ancestral, whatever's genetic, whatever I am thinking or patterns, we resolve and dissolve. You got to get that out of me, prefrontal cortex, wherever it is in my body, find it and get rid of it. So when I go to sleep, send out my astral body to do the work. Do you see you can use these tools to make your life better? Active prayer. You pray before you go to bed, right? You're giving your astral body the commands that it needs to help you to focus in on building your own life. It's none of your business what somebody else has or does. It absolutely does not concern you. Focus in on you, your life, your family, and your highest good. And so I bring all of that in, and I'm talking to Jolay before I'm talking to anybody else. And I'm so grateful for this opportunity to be honest and to remove and resolve any of this jealousy, anger, fear, rage, anything attached to that out of me, and bring in the gold light of self-love, of worthiness, and of forgiveness in the highest and best way with grace and ease. Thank you, it is done, and so it is. We close our feet, hands, and crown chakras. We stop running energy, we let it settle. If our brow is open, we close that, give those roses a push, blow them up. Stay grounded, rooted, aura in 1.5 feet around us, higher self above us, astral body still snapped in. Take a deep breath in, exhale, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow.